Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is May 31st, day number 635 of the Indexation Research Project. Like I mentioned yesterday, these will be more regular moving forward. There's a lot to catch up on that's going on in Search Console and server logs, as well as Confessions of an SEO will be coming back this Friday. And I expect I'll be talking more in depth about some of these topics, but we'll see, right? Do watch yesterday's short video. I will put the link in the description where I go in depth and show you what the Google-InspectionTool crawler agents look like. They are new. This announcement came out on May 17th, and there are 3 of them, and they come whenever you publish new content, where you do a mobile-friendly test, all sorts of things at that point. So, and like I say, there are 3 of them. I go over them in depth in yesterday's video, but there's one without a Chrome, and there are 2 with Chrome builds. One is mobile, one is desktop. And yes, they will get your new content crawled and served. I have multiple test pages that were published. They still have not been individually crawled by the original crawler agents. However, it made it all the way through crawl to index to serve. Now, one thing I want to talk about real quick, as you can see here, we're getting indexation on the desktop primary crawler, and I'm added this distinction in here so you know this was the inspection tool. And I'm really enjoying having a site that I'm not publishing anything on and seeing what happens. When does it get recrawled? And it's fascinating. So anyway, stick around. Now, last week there was a huge amount of volatility, and several commenters on various threads and things were like, oh no, we're in an update. So you see we had these here and these here. Notice the date here, the 21st. Now, what's really interesting about that is I think we forget that volatility is just movement. And volatility doesn't just mean things are going down. It also means things are going up. Now, on this date, in this range, I saw a ton of the sites that I'm working on, just pages that I haven't had a chance to even focus on yet, suddenly jumped up. And so I started to dig into that. And this is something that I found. Because again, when things go up, that's volatile. So this is what happened in the case where pages where I had not been working on, I guess deliberately, suddenly found new life in SERPs. So I think there's some degree of sites that are switching over to mobile first indexing. So when you go in here, go in your Search Console, and right when you just log in, this will pop up. And it'll tell you that the majority of the crawl requests will be made by using a mobile crawler, which is kind of interesting. They give you the switch date, and then you have options to learn more, or if you want to get rid of this little blue card, you just hit got it. So let me show you what's happening. These will also be in the description. So this was the original. As you can see here, they've been working at this for a long time. And they go through, and obviously they're telling you, it's important, I think, to read this because it gives you some really terrific clues. Now, this is a revised version of this, which if you go up here, let me see if it has the date on it. No. But this is in SEO Fundamentals. And what I think is fascinating. If anybody has been following me for a while, last year I was running a mobile first indexing test on a site where I actually had two sets of files, one for the desktop version, one for the mobile, and for the same domain. So the mobile was only going to come up if the screen size was small. Now, I massively upped the optimization on the mobile version of the site. And in a result of that was it moved the desktop rankings of the same domain. And this page tells you exactly that that's what mobile first indexing means. So they are going to, like here, they tell you make sure the content is the same on desktop and mobile, because even differences, Google will understand the content differently, of course. But as you read down in here, it tells you that basically they're going to use the mobile version of your site as the basis of their ranking. So pay attention. It's worth taking a few minutes and reading through this and see what goes on, because it's very telling. All right. So that's it. I'll have more tomorrow. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.